Hey, welcome back, guys. Almighty Garage, Big Wrench here. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. You guys be safe out there. Have fun with the family and holidays. No, I ain't posted a video in a while, but today we're gonna be trying to get this. It's a Bar Streaker go-kart done. Just needs a new seat cover, and I put a little Mega Moto 80cc engine on it, but it just wasn't pulling the cart. So we're going to put a Ironton 6-horse on it that runs flawlessly. This is a nice cart. This is a 60 Streaker Bar go-kart. I got this cart and another cart for a guy for 150 bucks. I think I sold the other cart already. This cart here, whoever extended it did a hell of a job, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's the cart. So you see how it's got these flare out, these little side pieces, the railing. How it flares out down through there. Well, they kept it, they flared it out, going down to the back too. And you can see where the old axle would have been, right here. They cut it off. So they chopped it off there and added all of this back. They did a really good job. Good heavy duty beef live axle plates. I mean, they did a good job on it for sure. Would have had this original little hoop right here. Ken Bars came with this little hoop. So I pulled the engine off already. Right here. Engine runs good. Just this cart's heavy, it's solid, it's extended. And this is going to my stepdad's grandkids. So we're going to throw the other engine on it. We're going to do the seats. Got these lime green seats on here. I got some black leather stuff off of Amazon. And it'll be ready. This is a really nice cart, guys. The steering is not sloppy or nothing at all. Look at this. How tight the steering is. Steers really good and sharp. Says Streaker. The pedals got like grip tape on them. This was painted, I think, like bed liner paint and stuff. It's got that texture to it. But overall, it's a pretty cool cart. I believe at one time it might have had a roll cage on it. I'm not sure. I know some Streakers do. It had this little factory thing here. It's just like a piece of pipe is all it is. And well, I bought some on-off switches, and look at that, guys. It looks factory, like that switch was supposed to be there. Running in through the back and up there, and it tucks in nice and tight. Now we got a nice on-off switch for them. So both the gas and throttle got the spring set up here, which is pretty cool. It gives it spring action. That's what we're going to be working on. It's going to be simple, and we'll get it to them. So I'm going to go grab the engine, set it on there. That's what we'll start with. And then recover the seats, bolt them back on. I would like to paint it, but it's hard to paint in the winter. So their dad or whatever, they can paint it in the summer if they want to. I did notice this tire is flat. I aired it up and the valve stem is leaking. So we'll have to put a tube in it. I do got new tires. Possibly could throw on it. Yeah, what do you guys think about that cart? It says a 2-seater. This seat can come all the way back. Seat can come all the way back here to where the axle's at. I mean, this thing, so you got the seat sitting right there. Sorry for the camera angle. So where the seat's sitting at. It can be mounted way back here. So this cart could fit anybody. The seat could come back all the way back to right here from where it is now. That's another 2 foot. So I don't care how big you are, you can fit on this cart. So, pretty nice cart. And that's what we'll be doing, guys. Alright guys, we got our seat laid out here. We got our seat frame. And this is what I was talking about. The metal backs in the bottom. So you want to be able to see the staples in the back. I found the little T-nuts. Cut them out. So I'm going to set these up there, line them up. And got the original hardware. Clean them up. Cheap poker. We're going to get the seat on, get it back on, get the clutch and chain lined up, and get this thing done. So let me get these seats on there, get it lined up, bolted on, and I'll bring you back. Alright, so we got the back one on. It isn't the best, it isn't perfect, it's a little crooked, but that was the original board. And that was the original mounting holes, how it was. So let's get the bottom one slapped on here, and we'll get the seat back on. And on these kind of seats, guys, I always do the backrest first and then the bottom second. That way I got something holding it down on the back, so I can just lean it over and set the bottom one on there. As you can see, they're lined up. I am using the best blue thread locker, Harbor Freight, baby. Semi-permanent with some washers. So, dab will do you. There's the seat, guys, all mounted and bolted up. Like I said, I'm not an upholstery guy. It's my second seat. It's a go-kart. I guarantee it'll be nice and comfy. Look at all that cushion. It's 2-3 inches of cushion there. That's not bad for a kid's go-kart. Then we can set it in the rails, and then 2 bolts go to the side and bolt it on. I'm hoping they're even long enough to reach the pedals. That's what I was just thinking. So I'm gonna put the seat. All it is little channels that sits in right here, so you can adjust it. So I'm gonna put it all the way forward. But all you had to do is weld some of these on back here. You can move that seat all the way back here, and anybody can fit on this thing. Let's put the seat on it and see what it looks like. Alright guys, this is the only chain that I got. I got another little piece, but this is a 420 chain, but I've never seen one without a master link. I've cleaned both sides of it, sprayed it off with parts cleaner, wiped it down, looked over it 3, 4, 5, 10 times. There's not a master link in this chain. I've never seen a chain that didn't have a master link before, especially a 420 chain. Have you guys? Let me know in the comments. I'm guessing somebody just knocked cut it down to the size and then replaced it with the factory pin, and that's the only thing I can think of. It's weird. So I just have to cut it, and then so I gotta have it open so I can measure it and see how long we need it, because it's way too long. So I'll just have to cut it. I bought some master links. But yeah, let me know in the comments, you guys ever seen a 420 chain without a master link in it? It's new to me. Here's what the cart looks like with the seat on it. Did get the clutch on there, so it's lined up pretty good. So next thing is the chain. Then we'll go with the throttle and kill switch, and we'll be ready for a test run. So I went to hook up the throttle on this go-kart and we've been working on. Gotta do that and put a new tube in the tire and it's done. Well, the cable tie down right there is missing, and the one that goes right there is missing. This is a brand new Predator carburetor and air filter housing that I put on it. I'm gonna pull that off. I got a brand new Predator in the box. I'm gonna go grab the top plate off of it and just switch the whole top plate. Make it a lot easier. That's why I say always keep your old parts. I know I got some of them around somewhere, but I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 totes over there, so don't feel like digging through totes to find the top plate. So when I get brand new Predators, all that stuff comes off anyway, so I'll go grab that. That'll get thrown on. I got a new tube we're putting that. Put that back on. This cart's officially done. Alrighty guys, we got the chain cut down, got it on there, getting ready to push the engine forward, get the chain tightened, and make sure it's straight, and bolt the engine down where we need it. Finally went and bought me one of these little electric hand ratchets. Actually, it came in my kit. I bought me a 6-piece Craftsman kit. Then if you bought the $99 battery and charger, you get any tool for free. So definitely upgraded my tools. I know Craftsman ain't the best, but a lot better than the cheap Hart stuff I had. And let's face it guys, everything's made in China these days, so your Mac stuff's probably been made in the same factory as Craftsman. But anyway, we're going to get this lined up, move the engine forward. It's got plenty of room, slotted, tighten it down, and we'll move on to hooking the throttle and kill switch up. Then we got to pull that tire off, put a tube in it, and this thing's done. So I'm doing the chain and engine. I like to put it on a jack stand. I slid it forward. See how good and tight it is. You don't want it too tight. It's probably perfect. But then you want to slide it. See, it ain't wanting to turn. It's because something's off here. So, or the chain's too tight. Just pull it back a little bit. It's probably too loose. I'm going to need both hands though, and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, we're almost completely done with it. Got the seat fully bolted in, got the engine bolted down, got the chain on, kill switch hooked up now, so you can use the kill switch here, or the kill switch up here that I put in. It looks factory. I did put it up on a jack stand. Started up, and I did figure out something, which ain't too big of a deal, but let me show you what's going on. See if you guys can pick this up on camera. Watch right there. What that is that there's in that bearing there's a rubber bushing and it's getting wore out, so it's moving just a tiniest bit, but you won't be able to notice it driving it on in the yard and grass. You won't be able to feel that. The only time you'd be able to feel that or tell is if you're driving it on pavement or concrete. But then bushings are only, that bearing, it's only $9. But this thing was supposed to be done a long time ago and get to them. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. And if it gets any worse or real bad, which I think it'd be fine for a couple years like that, all I gotta do is hook the throttle cable up, pull this tire off, put a tube in it, and it's done. What do you guys think about it? I think it looks pretty good. The brakes do work good. They lock the tires up. I tried that. Well, I had it on the jack stand. And I think they'll love it and have a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to hook the throttle up, pull that tire off, take it inside, and put a tube in it. And hopefully he can take this over to him this weekend. Alrighty guys, Almighty Garage Big Wrench here. I officially got the tires separated and apart. Had to cut around the rubber. Wow, I've never seen a go-kart tire that bad in my life. It's so rusting on there on a split rim. That is insane. Still going to be a headache trying to fight. Ain't that something? Let me know in the comments if you guys ever seen a go-kart tire like that, especially a split rim. We tried everything known to man to try to get these apart. Got sick of it. Got brand new tires and inner tubes. Tried putting the board under the car like that. Tried everything. Thanks for watching Almighty Garage Big Wrench. Alright guys, there's the seats. That's how they came out. Just got finished done making them. They ain't too bad. They ain't too good. It's only my second set of seats I ever made for go-kart. I'll get better as time goes on, like always. But on this go-kart frame, you won't see none of this back at all, like on the other one, because this one has the metal shielding that this bolts to. And now I just got to find out where my T-nuts are and take my knife, cut a little hole out for my T-nuts, get the bolts seated on, and continue on with the kart. I got to cut a chain for it, finish bolting down the clutch, engine, and hook the throttle and kill switch up. It'll be ready to roll. Oh, and I got to put an inner tube in the back tire. So 1960s streaker go-kart that we restored. It's been extended. The seat can come all the way back to here. Anybody can fit this go-kart and ride it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Almighty Garage, Big Wrench.